Hey everybody, this is Roy Kennedy, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different tastes in gaming, talk about their favorite game and the category of the week. This week we're talking all about games with awesome miniatures in it. Is there a game that you really enjoy that has gigantic, awesome miniatures, or just miniatures in general? Make sure to leave in the comments down below your favorite game with awesome miniatures, and let's get to the contributors' clips.
Hey, I'm Joey.
And I'm Alex.
And these are our favorite games with miniatures.
Yes.
And yours is?
Mine is Marvel United. I love this game. I also like how fun the miniatures are to paint too, so I feel like that's a plus.
And mine is Oathsworn.
Yeah, there goes mine.
It's awesome. It's huge. I mean, look at these miniatures right there. Look at these. Look at these. Isn't that awesome? So those are our favorite game with miniatures. But we love all of them, honestly.
Oh,
I love miniatures.
This one was a hard one to pick.
Yeah, I love miniatures.
Yeah, me too.
And bigatures.
What's your favorite game with minis?
Scythe.
Why Scythe?
Because it has fun minis and lots of strategicism.
It's kind of like a Cold War game, right? There's not so much a war game, but you could go to war if you wanted to.
Yes, comrade.
It's also awesome because we don't even have to meme Scythe. They do it for themselves. If you were going to go to war, would you trip a tank with your sheep?
Yes.
Well, you can do that in this game too. I'm Danny.
I'm Buster.
Have fun.
Gaming.
Spaceship! 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 I like the spaceships in Star Wars Risk. I don't care what Tom says. This is my favorite Star Wars themed two-player head-to-head game. You're wrong, Tom.
Roy asks us, what's our favorite minis? For me, the minis in Townsfolk Tussle are absolutely amazing. They have sort of this Steamboat Willie meets Ren and Stimpy or SpongeBob SquarePants vibe, and they just look fantastic. This cooperative boss battling game just has absolutely fantastic miniatures and are my favorite runs right now.
Hi everyone, I'm Nathan and this is Sweetie. Today is my first day off since October 15th, so I can tell you that my favorite games that use miniatures only use a couple of miniatures at a time so that the board isn't clogged up with unpainted plastic. Some examples are, here's Masmora Dungeons of Arcadia, Flamecraft, of course Flamecraft is great, and Marvel United.
Hi, I'm Wendy Yee, and let's see, miniatures. So I typically paint miniatures for games that I have absolutely zero interest in playing. But recently I painted Return to Dark Tower, and that is actually a fun game. And the miniatures are super cool because there's monsters, and there's like this glowing guy that he's like dark molten blue rock, and he has like this light shining out of his scales. It's very cool. So anyways, tons of fun miniatures, and yeah, it's actually a good game. Surprise!
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Libby and this is Julian, and we're Box Meeples. You can find us on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter. And this week we are talking about what our favourite miniatures are.
Well, my favourite miniatures can be found in the Kingdom Hearts version of Talisman. If you know the franchise, you know the Kingdom Hearts games, you're going to like them even more. But even if you don't, these look beautiful and charming and full of life and character. In a way, I wish they were in a slightly better game. Not that I dislike Talisman, there's many, many more games I prefer because in lots of ways, these miniatures exceed the game they've come from. But yeah, these are great.
One that I got quite recently is the Everrain. And I am so excited to play with these ships. I just can't wait to see what this game holds and its little sunken treasures.
All right, well, games with minis. I tend to play games from people like him, and you're not going to find a lot of games with minis from this designer. However, I do play a few. I think the one that I'm going to pick for Favorite Game Friday is going to be a game that I don't know if too many people have played, but you might want to check it out. It's called Mezzo, and it has a cool Mesoamerican theme, and it also has some really nice minis. Now, I'm not a painter, so I can't tell you. I'm not an expert, Tom.
He's definitely not.
I'm not a painter. But I do think that Mezzo has some really cool looking minis, and the game is also good as well, so check it out.
I don't know what they're talking about for miniature games. Hi, I'm Ray.
I'm Jenny, and we're Weber Family Reviews, and he's got a problem. I think every miniatures game out there, he's played it. Several times. Been in and out several times. He says he's getting out, he gets right back in.
They pull me back in. But for board games, I'm going to go with Imperial Assault. We played through several campaigns, and my oldest son likes to play it with us.
And for me, I picked Star Trek Fleet Captains because this, to me, is completely Star Trek in a box, and I just love this. And we actually own all of this, which is actually pretty hard to find right now. And the ships are really cool, and he doesn't even have to paint these.
I don't have to paint them. They're a little rough, but I don't have to paint them. And I've played everything from currently Star Wars Legion, X-Wing, and Middle-earth to Malifaux and War Machine and 40K. So I have a problem. Happy gaming, happy Friday.
For me, I'm going to have to say a game that no one else plays and nobody else probably ever will, and that is the Rune Wars miniatures game. I really enjoy that game, and I really enjoy the initiative system in the game as well. The miniatures are okay, and I do think it's a lot of fun having those tray combats, but nobody else is going to play this game, but I really enjoy it.
When it comes to my favorite minis, it has to be Cute Animal meets Ultimate Warrior in Way of the Panda. Each faction has 3 uniquely sculpted Samurai Panda minis. Just check some of these guys out. I'm Matt from Table Talk Reviews, the Cult of Pop on YouTube. I hope you'll check out my channel and have a happy Friday.
Hi, I'm Josh from the YouTube channel Josh Yaks, where I actually have a few videos talking about some of my painted minis. As far as standard board game minis go, I have to go with Gloomhaven as number 1 due to the unique and interesting fantasy races and the level of detail on the figures. However, if you really want to hit the maximum level of detail with figures that you cut off of sprues and assemble and paint, then I need to go with the card-based deck creation game Warhammer Underworld's Night Vault that just has some really fun and cool war bands that are so different from each other and so detailed and amazing.
Assalamu alaikum. My favorite game with beautiful miniatures is going to be Horrific Miniatures of Cthulhu Death May Die. I already have the base game and the Season 2 expansion, and I have the pledge for the Fear of Unknown and the Season 4 expansion coming in as well, so I'm really excited for that. All these beautiful miniatures are going to look awesome. So my favorite game with miniatures is Cthulhu Death May Die. Happy gaming.
Hey everybody, we don't play a ton of minis like focused games. We don't have a lot of those in our collection, but I think we picked out a couple of good ones this week, and we just so happen to have a mini painter in the family. So let's show those off. All right, so my pick this week is going to be the Fallout game. I've been a fan of like the video games for like a long time, like ever since the beginning, and I think the minis on this one are really cool.
And my pick is Mice and Mystics, probably one of the first game we had that had minis, and I love the cute little mice in it.
All right, happy Friday, everybody.
Bye.
All right, this is another really hard week. 2 in a row for Roy. I'm not liking this trend. But this week we have to talk about our favorite game with miniatures. And I narrowed it down to a couple, but Project Elite just kind of pulled ahead. I really enjoyed playing or painting this game out, Project Elite. And what I love about it is I was able to explore that creative freedom because it's an alien planet. And once it's all done and these monsters are done, you're really adds to the theme and the feel of the game that you're out there and you're blowing up these aliens. They're so unique, so detailed. Is that one of your favorite? Mm-hmm. You like that one? You like the big gun? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, so you can see there's so much fun. There's so much to see in them. It was a joy to paint, and ultimately when you put it on the table, it just adds to that theme, which you guys know I love. So nod to Project Elite for me. How about you?
My favorite is Trogdor. Trogdor's like one of my favorites because it's like the miniatures are really detailed, and they made all the scales there and all the lines and textures on the muscles that they did. And I also really like the Troghammer because he always looks like tough and mad. And he has this giant hammer like bigger than his head.
Fantastic.
Right here.
I think we need a hammer bigger than our head, don't we? We should do that.
Right? Yeah. Just get a giant piece of metal like this big.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Yeah. Okay. And then we can get this little guy that's like running around.
The peasant?
Yeah. He's scared of Trogdor. And Trogdor puts this little flame on his head. And he just runs around like this in the game.
Once they're burninated, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then it's really hard to put on, but it's still really funny once you do get it.
There it is. Yeah, you just gotta make sure you orient it right.
And then he's just like running around like this.
Awesome. So Project Elite for me and
Trogdor for me.
Let's keep it moving.
Hey from Splash Games. We're going to tell you our favorite miniatures.
My favorite miniatures are from my favorite game, which is Takenoko. There's only 2 miniatures, but I don't know, I think they're really cute and fun. I just really want the big ones so I can see them better. They're like this big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah, someday.
My favorite miniatures are from the game Chimera Station. They are buildable and they come apart, and as you add different pieces to them, they have superpowers. And those are our favorite miniatures.
These are miniatures. That's not.
This is a miniature.
No, it's not. A miniature is a character on a stand like this.
This is a character on a stand.
This is Daniel from Around the Board, and a game I think that has awesome miniatures is the 1994 X-Men Under Siege by Richard Borg. X-Men Under Siege has 18 detailed miniatures of the X-Men from the 90s that so many of us are familiar with through the old video game or the 1992 animated series. I love the X-Men, and I wish there were more games out there like this. So until next time, I will see you around the board.
Hi everyone. My favorite mini is this one. She's almost 6 months now, but all jokes aside, my favorite mini game is probably one of Eric M. Lang's games. And today I'm going with Cthulhu Death May Die. And the mini I have around for this game is almost as big as she is. Right? Take care everyone. Bye.
What's up folks? I'm Dwayne from Blackboard Gaming. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of board games in my collection with miniatures. So this one was kind of easy for me. My favorite board game with amazing miniatures is this game right here, The Grim Forest. See you guys later.
It's always awesome to see the aesthetics of a game with a bunch of crazy miniatures out on the table, and Kickstarter is huge with all those games with lots of miniatures in it. Make sure to leave in the comments down below your favorite game that has miniatures in it, and make sure to check out our contributors from all around the world and all over the internet. It's always awesome to see everybody here and join in on Favorite Game Friday. If you'd like to be a part of next week's Favorite Game Friday, just check out the Google Drive link down below, and you can do a super short video, 30 seconds or less, and you can be a part of next week's video. Next week we're going to be talking about games that you think would be a great gift for the holiday. We're doing the 12 games of Christmas here at the Dice Tower. Make sure to check out all of our videos for that. But if you think there's a game that would make a really good holiday gift, make sure to leave that in the Google Drive link down below, and you can be a part of next week's video. Anyway, I've been Roy Canny, and I hope you have an amazing weekend.